STINYWINSTON, and I'm here to go over some safety tips regarding the game Pokemon Go. The department's been made aware that this is a very popular game, so the department would like to provide the community with safety tips for those choosing to play the game Pokemon Go. So first and foremost, watch where you're going. Don't become so fixated into your phone that you're not paying attention when you cross the street, when you're getting off buses, or basically walking in public in general. Be mindful. Don't run into trees, parking meters, or anything attached to the sidewalks that could cause you injury. Do not drive, ride your bicycle, or skateboard while playing this game Pokemon Go. It's very dangerous. You can cause a crash or receive a citation. Know where your kids are going if you allow them to play this game. Set limits on where they can go, and also talk to them about stranger danger. This game may allow for perfect strangers to meet up at designated Pokemon spots, so make sure that you are having these types of conversations with your children if they're going to be playing this type of game. Do not go into private property, dark alleys, or anywhere that you wouldn't normally go when you're playing the Pokemon game. Don't go to unfamiliar places after dark. And do not try sneaking around the police station, fire stations, or public safety vehicles. Your attempt to try and capture a Pokemon could be considered suspicious activity, so just keep that in mind when you're playing the game. Do not trespass in other people's yards. That kind of activity will bring unwanted attention towards you, and it could result in a criminal trespass notice from police or an altercation between the homeowner or business owner. So just keep that in mind. And remember, the real world is still around you, and the game is not worth your personal safety. Your safety is paramount. Any questions?
How many? I heard that there's been a few 911 calls. Do you know how many 911 calls that have come in, or emergency calls related to Pokemon Go?
I don't have an exact number on how many calls we've received just on Pokemon Go. I can tell you that we have had incidents where Pokemon Go, the game, has been brought up, but I can't give you an exact number.
There was a guy who was robbed at a bus stop in southeast Austin while playing Pokemon Go. It was in the middle of the night on Tuesday. Are you seeing people actually target these players? Criminals target these Pokemon Go players?
Any time that you're fixated on something else, like a game that's really involved like this, you can become an easy target for criminals. So keep that in mind, and just be aware of your surroundings, be vigilant, and remember that safety is paramount. Any other questions?
I guess I'd have one. Does it surprise you? This is a game that was launched last week, and it's gained national attention that law enforcement agencies have to have these PSAs. Did you ever think it'd get to this point where you have to do that?
Things are always changing. Technology is rapidly evolving, and that's why APD is constantly trying to keep up with the change. I mean, we're on the move, and that's why we want to provide these safety tips to make sure that the community is safe, because that is our main focus.
Have you seen any criminals using the game to lure people in by, you can do that in the game?
Yeah, I'm not aware of specific incidents here at our department that I could give you like case numbers or specific details on. But again, anytime that you're using a game that tracks your location or your information, or causes you to not be familiar with your surroundings or fixated on one object, you're making yourself an easy target for criminals.
Are you giving out safety tips like pretty much as like preventative, or have there been a lot of incidents where people have gotten hurt or walked into, like you were saying, light poles, things like that while they were playing?
So the game does cause you to be fixated. It's a very involved game from what I understand on different things. So as a department, we want to do it as preventative right now, but we have had incidents where Pokemon, the game, was considered a factor. I can't give you exact details of every incident that we've had, but we have noticed that. So again, we just want to stress these safety tips to make sure everyone's safe if you choose to play the game.
Can you tell us about the robbery in South Austin? Do you have information about that?
I don't have specific details on the case. I know that there is an affidavit out there, so it is public information that's available.
Is that it?
Anything else?
Thank y'all.